Bring to me the man who talks with his fists. I figured it was Zen. Alright, I guess now we're in for a marathon of a story. There we go, now he walks in by himself. Granting a memory fragment and my blessing. Surprised more of these don't have a battle that you need to beat before you can actually do it. I see. Sort of expected it would only be a matter of time before you return to the Republic. Your mind is made up then? Right so. I've made the guys over there take care of everything without me for long enough. Call it an A-rank bracer's duty to his peers in society, I guess. Well, I suppose when you put it that way. I do wish you could stay here a while longer, but if that is your decision, I'll respect it. So, when are you planning on returning? Well, there's no point in lingering here any longer than I have to now that I've made up my mind to leave. So honestly, I was thinking about tomorrow. Think I could ask you to arrange a ticket to Calvard for me? Well, certainly. Are you not planning to go and visit Kilika first, though? I would have thought you'd want to. That was part of the original plan, but she wouldn't have any of it, surprise, surprise. Her stance was, if you're going to waste time coming to see me, use it to go back to Calvard earlier and get some work done. Very well. That doesn't sound like a position you'll be able to talk her out of. It's no big deal, though. I mean, it's not like we'll never see each other again. I suppose that's very true. I'm not sure there's anything in Zemuria that could keep you two apart forever. It feels like that to me sometimes, too. Well, regardless, I won't keep you any longer. So that's one ticket to Calvard for tomorrow, coming right up. Sorry, let me just get this. Yes, this is the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild. Ah, yes. Yes. He's here as we speak, actually. Zen? Something up? It's Ambassador Cochrane at the Calvardian Embassy. She'd like to invite you on a hot springs trip. What? Excuse me? 2 days later. Well, there's Kilika. This place sure brings back memories. The atmosphere is so relaxing. It certainly is. Maybe because it feels so similar to our hometown. Still, Ambassador Cochrane had me going for a while. When I first heard about this whole trip, I thought it was just going to be the two of us out here. Oh my, you almost look disappointed that it isn't. I'd be happy to take my leave if I'm getting in the way of your dream date with her. I'm good, thanks. She's not someone I've ever seen as a potential partner. Besides, it's you she wants to talk to, not me. This meeting might as well not be happening if you're not here. It never takes much to put you on the defensive, does it? It is beyond you to just play along a little. Just can't help but mess with people, can you? With you in charge of the Zeiss Guild, I'm amazed it still has any bracers left. Correction, I can't help but mess with you. I don't do this with anyone else. Would you be happy if that were true? Hell no. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Ambassador. Thank you for inviting us here today. Is something the matter, Zen?
You seem oddly flustered.
Me? I'm just fine. You're imagining things.
Who would blame him, Ambassador? After all, he's a man on a hot springs trip with 2 beautiful women. That's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it?
Knock it off, Kilika.
I suppose not. If I were a little younger, I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off him myself. All right, I suppose that's enough joking around. We should get our dinner. Mrs. Mao is going to be making tonight's food herself, by the sounds of it. The serious discussion can wait until after that.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Likewise.
So there's going to be a new intelligence agency set up in Calvard, huh?
That's right. It is to be known as the Rocksmith Agency. And as the name suggests, it's going to be an organization that answers directly to the president.
Really now?
I see. I presume that is so that Parliament can't have any influence over its operations. Correct. Perhaps this new agency's biggest advantage is that it's separate from all those issues and vices. The last thing we need is an organization like this suffering from Parliament's failures to make prompt decisions or general ineptitude, or being run in the same opaque and shady manner by a privileged few.
That does sound like a good idea, I'll admit. We're never going to be able to compare to the Empire's intelligence division or Liberal's old one of, if Parliament's at all involved.
Quite. It's already difficult enough to get anything done in a nation with such a lack of unity.
I guess that's just the fate of countries that take in immigrants by the truckload, though. Though honestly, I think the thing that surprises me the most is that the president's actually being proactive for once. He's always struck me as a real conservative type, so this isn't the kind of thing I thought he'd go for.
That said, given the state of the Republic right now, it's hardly surprising that he would choose to act this way. Outside the country, we've got the threat of a rapidly expanding Erebonian Empire, while within we have terrorists and extremists. And to make matters worse, we have an enigmatic society on the loose. Evidently, something has to be done, and I think he knows that as well as anyone. Indeed. In the times ahead of us, we're going to need to be able to respond flexibly to a variety of new and unforeseen threats. All right, I think my introduction to the matter has gone on long enough. It's about time I get to the point.
Oh yeah, you've got something you need to specifically talk to Kilika about, right?
So what position in the agency are you here to offer me?
What?
I love a sharp mind, Kilika. Your instincts are, of course, dead on. We think your talents would make you perfectly suited to joining the agency and are eager for you to be part of it. That's why you will be offered a position of Division Chief should you decide to join. And that's something President Rocksmith has proposed himself.
Wow. What led to you being the one to bring this to Kilika anyway?
A fair question, I suppose. Ordinarily, this would be a scout's work. But I've known the President on a personal level for quite some time now. So he took it upon himself to ask me to come to you personally.
That makes sense.
Then what's his reason for wanting me? Surely you know that without asking. Or do you want to hear it said anyway? Naturally, your master-class Taito skills are one reason for you being selected by the President. But above all, he wants you for your exceptional analytical and information handling abilities you've shown in your position in the guild. Those are just what the new agency is going to require if it's to succeed.
Well, I can't say this doesn't all make sense to me. I'm more dumbfounded that you up and attempt to steal a capable member of the guild right in front of an active bracer like this. That takes some nerve.
Well, I do think rather highly of you. I thought you would be able to mediate without letting such trivial matters cloud your judgment. Still, what do you think, Kilika? I'm not asking for an answer immediately, but I would like to know what's going through your mind. Well, it's certainly an interesting proposal. At the same time, I'm not sure I have any reason to accept it. But you have no reason to refuse it either. Am I right? Well...
Yeah, I guess I just... Oops.
It's rare that you find it difficult to make quick judgments, but with such a big decision to make, I can't very well fault you. I won't rush you. Take a night to think long and hard about it. It was so you could do so that I booked a room here tonight. I'll ask for your answer again tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Of course. Oh, and one more thing before I depart. If you ask me, remaining in your position as a simple guild receptionist just isn't going to let you use your abilities to their fullest. Well, a pleasant night to you both. You're out rather fast. Have you finished in the bath already?
Fast? Seriously? I was in there for an hour.
Oh.
Man, it's not often I see you looking this deep in thought.
I suppose you don't. I feel like I'm one step away from making a decision, but just need one last push to take it.
Oh, right. Still, being here like this with you really takes me back. Hard to believe it's been 6 years now since Master Ryuga's passing. Sounds like you went on a hell of a journey between then and joining the guild, too.
You could say that. Going on a journey makes it sound like something I did deliberately, though in reality, it wasn't quite as organized as that. I simply drifted from place to place before ending up being drawn to one point where I settled, much in the way of a leaf that fell from a tree's end up floating down the river.
Were you able to find that answer you mentioned a while back?
No, I still haven't. Still, I do feel as though I've found a conclusion of sorts.
What's that supposed to mean?
Say, Zin, why do you think I chose to take on a non-combat position like guild receptionist to begin with?
Because you didn't want to follow the same path as idiots like me and Walter? I wouldn't follow us either if I was in your shoes.
Not quite, although I'm not going to deny that the two of you are idiots.
Hey, that was the one part I did want you to deny.
I wanted to find out the meaning of the living fist ideology my father advocated. I still believe that being able to better oneself through combat, while your opponent does the same, is a good thing in itself. As a warrior, it's probably close to the ideal way. Still, I couldn't help but wonder why the ideology had to be based around the premise of fighting. I can certainly understand the significance of living and dying as a warrior. I can also understand how one who lived that way would have no regrets when the time to pass away came. Nothing has changed since within me in that regard since the days we trained together. Yet, with Father dead and Walter gone, I couldn't help but wonder whether there was some way to make use of the living fist without having it to fight. That was when I started roaming the continent in search of one. And as I roamed, I found myself face to face with countless conflicts and acts of violence, and I felt powerless every time I did. That was how I came to encounter Liberals' Guild. They had arrived to quell one of those conflicts. Something about their ideology, putting the safety of civilians over all else, made me feel that perhaps working under them may give me my answer. So that was what led to me starting working for the guild. But even then, I wasn't able to run away from fighting completely.
The nature of humanity means that as long as we exist, conflict will never cease. Instead, what's important is not blindly preaching idealism, but preaching ideals which keep a firm eye on the reality of how to quell conflict. Master Ryuga's words have never left me.
Nor have they left me. But all the same, I've been looking away from reality all this time.
Come on now. You know full well that's not actually true. When he says reality, he's not saying fighting is the be-all end-all of quelling conflict.
That's not what I'm trying to say. All these years, I haven't been able to walk on my own 2 feet, not at all. I've just been trying to find a new way to live by Father's living fist ideology as an excuse to stand still. All while indulging myself in the comfortable environment the guild gave me. In that sense, I must be the biggest failure of Father's students. I might not agree with the path Walter took, but he, like you, has chosen his own and started walking forward along it. You two have been facing up to the living fist ideals of Father's and slowly reaching your own conclusions on it. In your own ways, you've been able to face up to reality, and I haven't. I've been standing still the whole time.
That's the biggest load of crock I've ever heard. You've been walking forward just like we have.
In what way?
It's just the path you've been walking has been one for others rather than yourself. The river you think you've been helplessly drifting through, you've actually been building a bridge so that others can easily cross it behind you. When the road is hard, you've softened the ground so your fellow guildmates have an easier trek. There's no shame in your way of the living fist. It's as true as mine and Walter's.
Are you trying to comfort me?
Sorry for not having a way with words. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is this, As a person, you're way too strong and way too serious. And at times, it's like those two things just end up restricting you and stop you from seeing things you otherwise could. So try and relax a little, alright? Just a little. If you do, I'll bet you'll start seeing things you couldn't before.
Say, Zin.
What is it?
Would you be happy if I returned to Calvard?
What brought that on?
It doesn't matter. Just answer the question.
Okay. If I had to pick, I guess I'd rather you be back home, yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. I've decided I'm going to accept the President's proposal.
What? Just because of what I said?
Don't misunderstand me. All I wanted was some kind of reason to bring this journey to an end, as well as a place to make better use of my skills.
So Kilika is leaving the Bracer Guild. I am looking forward to the future Trails games, especially Kuro no Kiseki, because we're going all the way to Calvard.
Ah, that was the best night's sleep I've had in some time. I hope the two of you enjoyed your stay as well.
I know I did.
I'm feeling very refreshed, thank you. Refreshed enough to feel ready to take on a new position in a new environment even. Then, I would like to accept your offer. However, I have one condition for doing so. Oh, name it. While I am willing to join the President's new agency, I'm not willing to stop living in line with my own beliefs. As such, if I should end up feeling the slightest doubt about how the agency itself is being run, I will do everything in my power to correct it from the inside using any means at my disposal. If he still wants my membership after hearing as much, please tell him I accept his offer. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. I think he may well be encouraging you to take the reins. I believe he chose you expecting you to fulfill that role should it be deemed necessary. After all, you have experience in the Guild, an organization which has managed to remain neutral and independent all this time. That's no mean feat. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Also, I'll need to get things ready for my successor, so I won't be able to return to Calvard for 2 or 3 months. As such, I won't be able to start work till then. That's perfectly understandable. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in the Republic. Likewise. Is something on your mind?
Oh, I was just thinking about what you said back there. You said you'll need 2 or 3 months to get everything ready for your successor, right?
Yes, I did. What of it?
Well, while I'm guessing it's pretty busy over in Calvard right now, too, it doesn't sound as though there's anything so urgent I need to be there now. So I was thinking maybe I could stay here for the next few months while you get your things sorted out before I head back.
You can't be serious. There's no reason why you should stay around here in Liberal with me. Go back to Calvard.
You don't, have to be so cold. It's me, you know.
Well, it's the truth. We'll end up spending enough time together whether we like it or not after I'm home. You don't need to go out of your way to make more now.
Well, you win. There's no need to rush things.
Zin, what are you standing there for?
Oh, sorry. You could say that before starting to walk off on your own, though. That is it. Yin Yang, 4,000 Mira.
Whew, alright. Let's see. What does Yin Yang do again?
Haze and heal. Yes, please. I mean, I don't need it right now. I mean, I could always use it. I'll be fine for now.
Alright, let's see.
Guess we'll go here. Let's see. Oh, the next portal down. And here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We won't know what kind of place that's going to be until we step inside, though.
Whatever we end up in, I imagine there will be plenty of strange fiends waiting for us.
Let's make sure we're going to go before we keep going. Hello. Entrance exam results. Kloe, you got something to say about this? Why are your results here? Let's see. Oh, no, wait. It's a moon door. Oh, boy. Ah. All right, let's start this marathon. Let's do it. Just get out of the way. A moon door. These tend to be long. I shall grant you a memory fragment blessing. Spring came, but it took far more time to do doing so than the average year. Hey, it's her Jenis uniform again. One by one, the magnolia flowers began to show their faces to the world as if reluctant to their long slumber end. In the changing of the seasons, a brand new student of the infamous Jenis Royal Academy set foot into its ground, slightly later than her peers. Well, here I am. Okay, I can do this. Oh-ho. So that's our famous transfer student, huh? A hawk? Nah, seems more like a falcon. I'd sworn to myself that I would stop relying on other people. I'd had enough of being restricted in how to live. I'd had enough of following the rails laid out for me by others. I was going to put my own 2 feet on the ground and start living my own life by myself. That was my resolve, and I intended to abide by it. But somewhere in my heart, I had already realized that resolve of mine was nothing more than an excuse. Social Studies Classroom, first year joint class. Settle down, I've got someone to introduce to you all. This is our new transfer student, Kloe Rins. She's going to be studying social studies, apparently. You'll be with me then. Well then, why don't you introduce yourself to the class? Of course. My name is Kloe Rins, and starting today, I will be a first-year student at this academy. I've been looking forward to the beginning of my life at this wonderful academy for some time, so I'm truly delighted to be here. It's an honor to be able to count myself among your number. I'm still an inexperienced child in many ways, so I fear I may cause you all trouble in the coming days and weeks. But I intend to work as hard as I can for the betterment of myself, my class, and my school. So I do hope we can get along. I sure wasn't expecting a transfer student this time of year. I wonder if she's from a rich family or something. She sure sounds stuffy, so it would fit. She's obviously got some kind of special circumstances to be enrolling in May. There goes the controller again.
Excuse me, but can I ask a question? Where do you live? You're from Liberal, right? Yes, I'm from Gransel. Do you have any hobbies? Not especially. What, for reals? That's kind of boring. Still, no matter how much I think about it, nothing comes to mind. I suppose I could say making sweets, but I don't feel like I could do that enough for it to qualify as a hobby.
Isn't the entrance exam for transfer students supposed to be crazy hard? You must be really smart to be able to pass it. Harder than the one for the rest of us took? No way. That was nuts as it was. You must be quite smart.
Okay, class, that's enough. I'm sure you must all have things you want to ask our new student, but they can wait until after class. Go and take a seat, Kloe. Oh, yes, ma'am. Alright then, time to get started with our lesson. If you would, open your textbooks to page 23. A mysterious transfer student. Now there's a surefire recipe for catching my interest.
2 weeks passed at the academy. Despite the passing of time, the student's interest in the transfer student showed no sign of letting up, and she was soon the talk of the whole school. All anyone wanted to talk about was her, how smart she was, how unusually polite she was, among other things. Her peers thought the formalities were largely due to nerves and that she would naturally ease up over time, but the reality was somewhat different. Whew, I'm glad that's over. I'm glad I attended class today. We ended up covering so much.
Come on, Monica, it's time for practice. Oh dear, did everyone go home already? I haven't handed out all these printouts yet. Oh, it's Miss Viola. She looks like she needs help with something. Maybe I can volunteer. No time like the present. Miss Viola, is there anything I can help you with? You seem rather troubled about something. Well, there is, but I feel like a little bad asking you to help me with it. Well, if you insist. Of course.
Miss Viola handed a pile of printouts to Kloe.
Could you go and hand these out to all the social studies students then? One each. They're rather important too, so try and see that everyone gets one. I'll get to work right away. Thank you so much. Oh, gotta run. Okay, gotta run. There's a staff meeting starting soon. Let's see. Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. No wonder she wanted these handed out right away. I might as well start with the students still here. After all, I can go and speak with the ones who have gone to their respective clubs, as well as the who have returned to their dormitories. Okay, to work I go.
So it seems like the whole thing with the school year, that it's probably based on the Japanese school year system, if I had to guess.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, the Republic is pretty huge in terms of landmass and all. Just traveling on foot isn't going to cut it. You need more of a more effective means of transportation.
Excuse me.
Oh, Kloe, hello. Can we help you with something?
Well, you see, Miss Viola had entrusted me with the task of giving printouts to all the social studies students. Kloe gave Roy and Thelma a copy of the printout each. Hey, it's a list of all our credits. Thanks for going out of your way to deliver these, Kloe. Not at all. I apologize for intruding on your conversation, too. I'll get out of your way now. Have a good day.
Oh, right. 2 down, 6 to go.
Crazy how polite she is, huh?
Yeah, I guess. She's a bit too polite, though, if you ask me. Makes it hard to feel comfortable talking to her. Oh, come now. Let's see. So, yeah, this is basically kind of what Joshua did as well.
Excuse me. You aren't a social studies student, are you? Sorry, but no. I'm a natural science student, actually. Oh, oops. I see. Sorry for troubling you then.
I'm guessing you're not either. Alright, let's get to hunting people down. Oh yeah, faculty meeting. Humanities. I don't know why I'm checking like the actual school itself. Oh, I recognize you. You're the new first-year transfer student, Kloe Rins, right?
Yes, I am.
I'm Rigel, a third-year humanities student. I also serve as the captain of the fencing club. If you're at all interested in what we do, you'd be welcome to stay and watch us practice.
I wish I could, but I'm afraid I'm a little too busy at the moment. Thank you for your offer, though. Just the thought of joining reminds me of my training sessions with Julia.
Let's see, anyone here?
Is that you, Monica? Finally, we've been waiting for you, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. What? You didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who made a mistake. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was the one who made a mistake.
Okay, stop right there. Don't mind her, Kloe. She's kind of slow on the uptake at times like these. Did you need something from us, though? We're going to start practice soon, so we can't hang around and talk long.
Oh, I see. Still, I'm relatively sure that Clara is a social studies student. This doesn't really seem like the best time to be intruding on them. Maybe it would be best to excuse myself for now and come back later. Oh, I know. You came to watch us practice because you're thinking of joining the club, right? Awesome! We'd be stoked to have you as a member.
You might want to let her speak before busting out the confetti and streamers. Seriously, just ignore her, Kloe. If you don't, we'll be here all day. We really do need to start soon, though. So, can you make whatever you need quick?
Oh, sure, sorry. Well, I just came to deliver this, that's all.
Kloe handed Clara the printout.
Aw, this is all you were here for? A credits list? I got my hopes up for nothing. Boo! I'm sorry about that. But yes, that was all I wanted, so I'll let you go ahead and start practice. Oh, thanks. She's kind of weird, right?
She's a mysterious transfer student everyone is talking about. You wouldn't expect her to be too normal.
Oh, that's her, huh? I wish she'd stay and enjoy the club.
No time. Anyone up here? Nope. You there. You're the new student, right? What do you want? I'm not really in the mood to talk.
Wait, wasn't he part of our class? Whatever. One here. Lucy sure is gorgeous, isn't she? She's here as an exchange student from the Principality of Remiferia in the north. I wonder if all the girls there are as pretty. I sure wish I was. Nope. Nope. Am I even allowed? Oh, one way to find out. I know you. Kloe Rins, wasn't it? Do you have some kind of business with me? Well, not personally, no. I've been entrusted with the task of giving a printout to you by Miss Viola. Oh, this is the list of this year's credits. What? Joint classes seems to be worth an awful lot while we're first years. Wait, physical education is worth 5 whole credits? Adios, help me. I suppose I should probably leave him alone for a while. Well, if you'll excuse me. Wait a moment. Yes? Oh, no. It's just that according to this printout, our examinations will be taking place in 6 weeks' time. Make sure you study thoroughly for them. I don't want to hear any excuses if you don't strive for the top. Absolutely. I'll devote myself fully to my studies. No one here. No one here. You there. Not who I'm looking for. Nope. Alright, so that's it for this room. All that's really left is